we're about to head into the finals of the 2022 Oceania Digimon Championship. We have a Grandis mirror to close us out today, and it's going to be a bit of an interesting one. These two players have a very different take on the deck. We have William will be on the right, playing a straight green version of Grandis. Does have two Davis, but other than that, not playing any blue cards. And then we're going to see Levi, who we saw previously, playing the 2 Megadeth, the Gigadeath, and those kind of blue tech cards.
And Ice Wall.
And Ice Wall. So going to be a really interesting matchup. We'll see whether the blue techs manage to take it out. Grandis does have a little bit of a weakness against security bombs, so we'll see if that Megadeth and Gigadeath come into play. And ultimately, we'll see who is able to pilot their Grandiskawagamon deck better. Pretty evenly matched decks in a lot of ways, so it's going to come down in a lot of ways to pilot skill, I think.
If we're talking consistency, they're pretty dead even, but having a couple more green cards on Levi's build makes it a little bit more consistent. But I think the potential bombs in security, being the Ice Wall for gain 2 memory, being either the Giga or Megadeth for removing guys, will be a huge deciding factor in this match.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for joining us today as we head into this final match. It's been a heck of a day, a lot of excitement, pretty much all highs. I don't think there's been any lows unless
so
you're not
highs.
A fan of Sukamon.
It just keeps rising.
So we're going to head into hopefully an amazing final round here.
Yes, and in the there is another table where the 4th and 3rd place are playing out for 3rd place. Well, the round losers of the last round are playing for 3rd place.
Excellent. Yeah, so that Black Wall Greymon and Machine Dramon facing off on our runner-up table as well. So I think we're going to try and capture some footage of that and maybe make that available as well later on. All right, players getting set up here. And very shortly we are going to begin. I think my, if I had to guess who's going to take this one out, my guess would be Levi is going to have the slight advantage just with those security bombs. It's just going to be a little bit of a matter of luck whether they hit at the right time as well. But that potential to have those removal options, I think, is going to be really good heading into this final match.
I absolutely agree. Just that little bit of an edge. But we do see 2 Megadeths in his hand right there. So they won't be seeing them in security.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, they are becoming bricks in the hand.
And we did also see in that last match that William has the heart of the cards, was able to get a couple of really clutch top decks as well. So getting a pretty good stack going in raising there all the way up to the Akuamon. Going to set Levi.
Do we see a rookie? I think I see a rookie in the hand. The Puma. There's the Puma, yep. Puma, and they got the Weirdmon. Probably the best thing you want to do. Yep, and then probably the Davis next.
Yep, 2 copies of the Davis there.
Choking on the 1 instead, that's perfectly fine, I think, as well. And we got the Grandis in hand, just looking for the Oricomon X and the Grandiskawagamon.
Yeah, I think Levi electing there to get the stack going and leave William at 1 is a pretty good idea. In a lot of ways, you're going to be racing against your opponent. Levi doesn't want to be left too far behind in terms of the stack. And being able to leave William at 1 when William doesn't really have the option to spend just 1 memory is going to be really good. William's only really going to get to take 1 action on his turn before having to pass it over again.
William is shaking his head. It looks like his only lineup is the hybrids to Evo into, which he doesn't really want to do because it loses its access to the hybrid line. Yep. So instead he just goes for level 5.
Yeah, William's going to go into the level 5, going to cost 3 memory, and then we're going to see, the Davis be played up. Great follow-up, forcing William to give him a bit of a
X, probably what he wants to see, if he doesn't have it already. Going for the rookie instead, he probably already has the Oricon X.
Yeah.
So the rookie is good to hard play, just so you can threaten lethal with that punch.
Right. Do we think we're going to see William raise here? Hard to tell exactly what he has in hand, doing a few calculations.
I don't think he has all the pieces. I think he'd rather put a rookie out first for the potential OTK.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be so vital to be able to set up to take it out in hopefully 1 swing. I think if you're taking too much longer than that, your opponent is just going to be able to respond too well, especially in this matchup. So
William keeps shaking his head. He doesn't seem too impressed right now.
Has 2 copies of Grandis in hand that we can see there as he fans his cards. may not have the Grandiskawagamon, or may just be playing a little bit cautiously because he knows Levi has those security bombs as well, trying not to run straight into it. Looking like he's going to go into the X-Antibody Akuamon there, getting that free draw. Okay, I think he just top-decked the Grandiskawaga. That was what he was looking for. So full stack is in raising. William is threatening a pretty powerful follow-up on the next turn. Levi on 3 memory thanks to the Davis. We're going to see what he's going to be able to get going. Also has Grandis in hand that we can see. Just straight going to play the Davis. Also finding a Grandiskawagamon from top. And the hybrids. They're going to grab the...
That's right, he's playing the hybrids. I forgot about that.
So that's a pretty good get. Getting not only the top end, but also the hybrid. So that's going to be a really pretty safe OTK if Levi can get set up. A massive threat that he's posing to William there.
I'm pretty sure Levi has the OTK right now.
So
he's just waiting for the turn to pass.
Yep, William does not want to leave a body on board because that is just going to allow Levi to get that unsuspend and really threaten game. I mean, he's already threatening game, but you don't want to make it any worse. This is such a stare down between these two players. Does William go for it? Yep, he's going to promote. I guess he's deciding he's just got to push for it. So, gonna...
Digibursting for 2. Getting
2 extra checks.
Yeah.
Going to be 3 total. Going to go into the Grandis.
Grandis for 1 cost. That's 0.
No opportunity to unsuspend, unfortunately.
I think he can suspend our 3 punches. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can get the last couple of checks.
So, I mean, no opportunity to follow up. And the Megadeth!
Oh, the last check.
Security bomb Megadeth.
You'd rather it be on the top, but it's still being in the stack. That's perfectly fine.
Oh my gosh. And William, we know Levi has the security bombs. William playing a more straight Grandis deck. Not really any security bombs there to speak of. So Levi is in a very good position.
This Terriamon turns off the hybrid play. Because he can't gain memory back. No, is the X lose memory or gain memory? Your opponent loses memory, or I think it's your opponent loses memory.
Yeah,
so I think it sidesteps. I think it sidesteps this. It does sidestep it. All right, we do have the hybrid play online.
All right, going into the Grandiskawagamon here. We going to Digiburst, and I think, barring some kind of miracle, we're going to see Levi OTK here.
Yeah.
Has the Grandis, has the follow-up hybrid, just needs to find 1 extra memory somewhere, really, is the problem. But still putting William in a very bad position if he can wipe out all those security.
He doesn't have to OTK.
Doesn't have to OTK, just needs to get rid of that Terriamon piercing through and take out all of the security.
That's it. That's it.
And I think Levi is probably going to have this. Yep, into Grandis. We're almost certainly going to see the pierce through the Terriamon there. Yep. Exactly what we thought.
3 checks.
3 total checks. Grandiskawagamon. Yep, nothing to speak of there. Unsuspend attack again.
Green boost not going to help. What do you need? Green boost.
Wow, lots of memory for William on next turn. Don't know if it's going to help.
Got a Terriamon for that?
Levi just has that hybrid. You can't use it this turn. But I don't think...
on 1?
Yeah, I don't think William's going to be able to...
that's fine.
Yeah, choke on 1. Okay. That's certainly a choice. That's certainly a way to go.
Levi is very satisfied with himself.
Yeah, you do open yourself up a little bit, but I think ultimately it's not going to matter. William going into the Weedmon. Has that extra 4 memory to play with, but I just don't think there's anything he can do to stop these 2 attacks here. So he's going to play it out because, look, you're in the finals. There's nothing after this.
Does William have any kill spells he can use?
If you lose this, what are you going to do? You're not going to drop. The whole event's over, so might as well play it out. Gets the Kabu Terriamon blocker. Searching, I think, for another one, but doesn't find
And
it.
we're not exactly worried about time either.
No. And that looks to be all
Yeah.
she wrote in this
William
one.
is not running any kill spells.
Levi gonna
Like any options for like.
swing with Grandiskawagamon, or Grandis, unsuspend, swing again, second block, and Hybrid's gonna take it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We'll go into game 2.
So as it turns out, that Mega Death did come in clutch, shifting the balance of the game and allowing Levi to take that one. We're going to see if that happens again in game 2. William really going to struggle, has to be on the offense because he has no security bombs to speak of, so not much to say on the defense. Can't allow himself to be hit by that OTK because there's just nothing in security that's going to stop it. Levi's just going to be able to run through, so William really going to be trying to outpace Levi here, I think, going into game 2. And we're seeing the pile shuffle, time-honored tradition. Got to unstick those cards. I'm very superstitious, so I love a good pile shuffle. I don't think it helps me. I don't tend to do very well anyway, but maybe I'd be doing a lot worse if I wasn't pile shuffling.
I do love a good power shot too. Got some Levi fans in the chat.
Yeah. So, I think a lot of these players, especially here in the room, they've gathered like a small following. There's a lot of excitement around this final, obviously.
People have been keeping an eye on these guys.
As I look to my side, the tables I can see look pretty empty, but the room was full before, which indicates to me that everyone's around the corner watching this finals match.
All around the corner watching the third place match.
Oh, possibly. That Machine Dramon Blackball Greymon match is pretty exciting as well. Are we going to see the Giga Death come up? Maybe. It's a pretty clutch include. Worked out pretty well for Levi previously. Although he did actually lose that game that it came up, but still, it was pretty clutch. He almost had it. Big shuffle here. Players really making sure that their decks are randomized. Nobody wants to be the one to brick in this game too. Levi doesn't want to throw it away. William definitely doesn't want to throw it away. William almost certainly going to elect to go second here, as we've seen all day. Second seems to be the preference for our players when they get the choice. And yep, Levi going to start us off in game 2.
Yep. Good rookie for a start.
Yep, and some search off the Kakuamon. Can't fault it. See the Sneemon there.
X Antibody and the Sneemon, that's alright.
Yeah, that's a pretty good get. Davis to the bottom, but getting that level 4 and the X Antibody option. Pretty nice.
Yeah, especially when he needs a level 4. He doesn't have that for the Evo in the nursery.
Yep. William also getting a Kakuamon, a rookie set up in Raising. Weighing the options, going to go into the Kabuterimon blocker for 1. Opting for the cheaper Evo over maybe holding the Kabuterimon blocker back for later. And we're seeing the green memory boost. Searching the top 4. Looks like William has a few options here. Is going to grab the regular Akuamon. Bottom decking that Davis as well. 2 Davises sent to the bottom so far in this game. The tension is palpable. Levi now has that level 4, but only 1 memory to play with. Gonna go for the Sneemon in Raising. Opting to get that stack going rather than sort of trying to hold anything else back. Both players playing so carefully now. You can see it. Because it really is, in a lot of ways, this mirror match is actually a really difficult matchup to work your way around, I think. So many opportunities to just give your opponent too much memory at the wrong time, leave yourself open, and just allow them to get that OTK.
I think William here is favored though because they have the boost established. They have the freedom of not being choked.
Yep. And William has a pretty good looking stack there in raising as well. Levi, we may see some chip damage here with the Kakuamon potentially, unless Levi really wants the draw. Probably behooves Levi not to keep a rookie exposed on the field like that, especially in this matchup. Alright, going to Digivolve in raising the 3 for the Kakuamon. Now, are we going to see...
Just the blocker choking
yeah,
on
electing
one.
to Digivolve into the blocker. Okay. Yep. So choking on one.
So William can either just play a guy to set up an OTK, or they can... they probably don't want to push. Because pushing will do 5 damage, but he will get answered by your opponent's push. So he probably just wants to just play a rookie.
Yep. These OTK matches sometimes do come down to wanting to be the last person to push. You want to make your opponent blink first and go for it first, so then you can follow up, remove their board, and put yourself into the better position.
Well, if you just play a rookie and your opponent doesn't answer that rookie, then you can push for lethal. The thing with Levi though is that Levi can do the push because he already has a rookie established. So I think the better play for William would have been to play that rookie instead of egoing up into the Urakawa.
Yeah. William
last turn.
Carefully considering the lines of play here. We see the patented thinking finger drawing all the calculations on the mat.
I do that a lot.
Really going into the tank there. Right, suspending the blocker with the X antibody. Definitely doesn't want to play his own rookie here. I think you want to keep it to 1 stack. And gonna go for the Grandiskawagamon. After a whole day of really high excitement, this is a really sort of cerebral match to end on. A lot of thinking going on here.
Very methodical.
Very methodical, absolutely. Yep.
Digi-bursting for 2.
Absolutely. Adding those extra checks. Got to pursue that OTK. Does he gonna hold on the green memory boost? Electing not to trash it. Just gonna swing with Gren. Yep, swinging into the Kabuterimon. And gonna pierce for 3 checks here.
Let's see what we got.
Does lose a memory though. Snymon into play.
Snymon plays itself.
Incredible.
Levi has OTK next time.
And the Mega Death
bounce it to
again
him.
to bounce
William
the
has
stack.
lost everything.
That has to hurt. Levi has control of the turn.
Ooh.
Levi now still has a body on board, has that body in raising, and William's just been set back quite a lot.
Still
by that
has
negative.
2 security.
Absolutely. Woof. Those blue techs, those mega deaths really coming in clutch. William 1 memory here. Choosing whether or not to pop the memory boost. Gonna go for it. Gonna take another 2 memory. Really needs to rebuild here. Needs to, I don't even know, get something going.
Well, the idea here is to at least choke on 1.
Yeah, if possible, choke on 1. You've still got the 5 security. There's no bombs waiting in there, but your opponent still has to get through them.
Mm-hmm.
So choke on 1. Yep, we're going to see the Sting one here. And we're going to see what Levi can do. Levi may be about to become our champion on this next turn.
I think so.
There's every chance. Has that second follow-up attack. Just needs to get the stack going enough to clear those 5 security. Knows there's probably no obstacles in there. I think the only thing you could be worried about is maybe an X antibody to pass over the turn.
Yeah, that is the only thing that William has as a security bomb, and he only runs 1 copy.
Wow. So we're going to see the Grandiskawagamon here. We're going to see the full, yep. Digibursting to make it 3 checks. Can pierce over the Stingmon, clearing the board. There is the Grandis in hand. Okay, gonna pierce over the Stingmon, do the 3 checks, not gonna elect to use the Grandis. Hits the Grandis, but has enough DP to get over it. Hits the Grand, but has enough DP to get over it.
Nice, nice.
For William, that's a pretty stacked security, but it still hasn't done enough, unfortunately. Levi still has that Snymon. May not even elect to use it. Just gonna go into the Grandis here, choke at 1.
Yeah.
William has nothing in raising, nothing on the board, 1 memory.
And Levi is threatening lethal next turn because he will unsuspend the Grand when he swings.
Yep, Levi threatening lethal here. William has 1 memory to work with, no resources to work with. I think this is going to be all over here very, very shortly.
They're just...
Oh, we're talking it through. Are they saying that the Akuamon effect has been forgotten somewhere in there, maybe? It looks like they might be playing things back a little bit. Levi's talking through the effects, William's talking through the effects. We're going to have to see if this is going to be the board state as it stands. The judge now also entering the conversation. Right, a little bit of drama here. We may have forgotten a trigger. It may ultimately not end up mattering too much. Really? Just going to pull back the Grandis. I don't think ultimately this is going to have too much of an effect on the actual outcome of the game because you only need 1 memory to go into that Grandis.
It looks like they're trying to resolve the game state by by undigivolving the Grandis.
Yep. Ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter,
Yeah.
but it is important to get the game state right.
Yeah.
So we see that the player's corrected the game state so we can have an accurately reflected game.
Yes. Yeah, it would have lost the memory when it swung, so it couldn't have gone into the Grandis.
Yep,
so the only thing they had to undo was the Grandis evolution.
Yep, that Akuamon effect proving really difficult to remember all day, really going unnoticed a lot of times. But I think Levi is just going to take it.
Levi is still threatening lethal because the Grandis is a 1 cost. He can punch for 1, unsuspend, punch for 1 again, then punch with the Sneemon.
All right, we're going to see the Grandis. The Alt-Art Grandis for extra flex. Hitting Davis. We're going to see a search, but I think this is just it.
The X antibody can't even solve it.
Yep.
It only gains back 1 memory.
So unsuspend, Grandis is going to hit, take out the last security, and the Sneemon for the win. We have a new Oceania champion. Levi on Grandiskawagamon takes the whole event over William on Grandiskawagamon.
Congratulations, Levi.
Congratulations to Levi. An excellent showing. That Megadeth tech definitely came in clutch, as it turns out. We were talking all yesterday about those blue cards clogging up the hand, but
and the Sneemon.
Oh my god, and the Sneemon as well.
The lethal blow
coming out of security was so clutch as well. What an excellent showing from Levi there. And that is it. We'll hopefully maybe get a... Do we know what happened with the Machine Dramon? Blackwall Grey matchup as well. We might find that out with a bit of luck, or we might not be able to find that out. Either way, we're going to make sure that that result is posted on social, so you will be able to find it out.
Definitely.
And that's it. That was our day, and what a day it was. So many highlights, so many swinging games.
Excellent matches. Absolute bangers.
Yep, I think
I'm so excited to be here.
We've definitely shown that Oceania can hang with the best of the regions.
Yes.
With some truly fantastic games.
And the other Grandis player can't feel too bad about himself because both of them will go to Worlds to participate.
Absolutely. They're going to have a great time
representing
over there.
Oceania.
Represent. Wow. Grandis taking out the whole thing. I think a lot of people were predicting it yesterday. A big field of Blackwall Greymon X, as we've said. So the Grandis was kind of just hunting those decks, really doing well in that matchup. We saw it here on stream today as well.
If you look at the top 32 breakdown, Grandis took about 25%.
Yeah.
If you look at the top 8 breakdown, Grandis takes out 1/2. The conversion rate of Grandis is incredible.
Yeah.
Especially into the Black War X matchup, which was about 38% of our top 32.
There was a little bit of discussion I saw in the chat over, well, Grandis did so well this weekend. Does this mean that it might be up to be limited in future? I don't think so. Grandis did so well into this primarily because it was a good meta pick, I think.
Yes.
I think the main reason we saw Grandis do so well was because of the huge field of Black War Grey. We definitely don't want to leave Black War Grey unchecked, so I think Grandis is a good natural enemy there.
The thing about, if you hit Black War Grey, it opens up the format, and other decks become a lot more viable, and they become predators to the Grandis. So, and that sort of equals out the environment,
Absolutely. Well, it's been a heck of a day. Thank you everybody in the chat who's hung with us all day. Hopefully you've enjoyed our coverage. I know I've enjoyed giving it. I'm sure it's been an excellent time to be here, to be on the stream. A really, really great weekend. So I think there's been some prizes awarded. There's been some wrap up going on. Our producer is currently AWOL, has some other jobs to do, obviously, now that the event has concluded. So we're going to hang for a little bit.
Yeah, we can chat for a little bit.
Yeah, it might be a chance.
Entertained?
Might be a chance to maybe answer some questions from the chat if you have any for us as we're wrapping up today. Absolutely.
So do you think this will our results will vary much from America or the other nationals going on this weekend?
I am not sure, to be honest. I've seen a bit of what's been coming out of North America, but I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to hop on my phone and check out the results from their day one, which I think should be wrapping up shortly.
Yeah.
Will be interesting to see whether it differs greatly from our meta, whether they also have a lot of Grandis.
Levi in here for
fantastic.
Awesome.
So
That'd be fantastic.
Excellent. We're setting up now to hopefully get Levi in here to talk about his big win. So we're going to have a winner's interview here very shortly. If you have any questions for the winner, now would be a time to throw them into the chat so that we can throw them at Levi when he gets here very shortly. I think he's shaking a lot of hands there at the moment. So
getting a lot of high fives.
Absolutely might be a little ways away, but we're going to interview him very shortly. If you have any questions for Levi, who just won with Grandis, throw them into the chat so that we can give them to him. Yeah, a lot of movement over there, a lot of excitement. The energy in this room, very, very high.
Absolutely vibing.
Yeah, 100%.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. All right, we're going to sit down and have a bit of a winner's interview here with Levi. Welcome to the stream.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Really well done. Fantastic job. So, welcome to the stream. Exciting match. We were on the edge of our seats in here. There was a lot of back and forth. So, first question from me, I guess, the Grandis pick, clearly a good pick coming into the weekend. What was the thinking behind bringing Grandiskawagamon this weekend?
So I've always been a green player since like the OG days. I've been playing Green FTK since Set 4 released, so I've always had success with it. And yeah, when BT9 dropped and Grandis became a thing, I was like super excited. Picked it up and immediately just started playing it. And yeah, just like, not only was I just like super comfortable with the deck and knew like all the ins and outs of it, the fact that it had like a fantastic matchup into the perceived top deck in the meta, which is icing on the cake. So yeah, that was like my main reason why I chose it.
Yeah.
Well, talking about your deck, I want to talk specifically about your variation from the typical Grandis lines. What was your decision between like Sneemons, Ice Balls, Megadeths, Gigadeths?
There was a lot of talk in the chat about the
crazy
Gigadeth.
picks.
Yeah.
So what was your views on those, including them in your deck?
Alright. I want to start off by saying, yes, I know Mimi is an amazing tamer. He definitely puts the pressure on. But through my testing, I just found that not only does like Mimi, you need to see your lines all the time, right? That's the deck. You get to your level 6, you win. If you don't, you fumble, you give them time, and can potentially lose. Mimi, like in a handful of like level 4s and 5s, is not going to help you.
Yeah.
You're just gonna like you're either gonna like go to pass, give them 3, or you're gonna like hard some level 5, or like level 4, and hope you can like evolve out of it. Davis fixes all that. He's also an amazing security bomb, you know? Like, the amount of times people hit a Davis in security and they go, oh no, like, because the only way I get, like, set myself a free every turn, I now get a free search for the light up. And, yeah, the other big major reason I like playing Davis instead of Mimi is, as you can see from my list, all the option cards. The unfortunate reality with green is we don't have a lot of good option cards.
Like removal.
Yeah, removal. They all suspend, and the one that like, or the few that do, you know, get rid of bodies per board, it's all suspend and
Like bottom deck.
yeah, like or like the original ones say like say for like Electroshocker or Terra Cluster. They all say like you have to be suspended.
Yeah.
And the only green option card we have that lets you suspend something and then bottom deck obviously was the new Grandiskawagamon.
Yeah.
I think that is a fantastic option card, but being 8 cost or 6 maybe, but it's really hard to pull off. Is really like hard to pull off. So yeah, I took a page from Armor Rush, and just using the Megadeth. It's a super cheap, effective removal card, as we've all seen in the match thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, just having that as well, I felt super comfortable in the mirror match. If I versus Melga, it's also really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Megadeth, for those reasons, that's why I played it. Megadeth is a funny one.
The chat went off when you dropped it in the Jesmon matchup. That was all.
So Gigadeth, I'm an R about it, but it's come up enough times for me to still want to play it because obviously if you get off the right sequences, especially with the Kuamon promo making it even cheaper, you can like board wipe, like as we saw like probably versus just one there. That was a crazy play.
Oh yeah.
And like, but even just like if you need to like get 2 bodies to the board. If you have a Davis and a memory boost, you put these up to 5 and you give them 4 memory to like wipe the board. So I found that really good. And it's also like, same with Megadeth, it's really good in security. It's even better than Megadeth because it indexes it instead. Thankfully it's not like 10, it would have been crazy.
Absolutely.
And obviously, Ice Walls is Ice Wall, broken hard. And
there's a reason it's only at 1.
Yeah, and then the blue hybrid.
Yeah.
Yes, the blue hybrid. Yeah, I needed the hybrids I found because I found like the traditional green grandest list.
Yeah.
If it's not going hybrid the game, it's putting a rookie on the board and trying to like live and go for a game like that. Or they want to try and get 2 Mimis on the build to like get a rookie out, which again is a lot of setup. So yeah, I put in 2 blue hybrids for that. I was arming and arming on the second one like all before the tournament. I'm so glad I put the second one in because yeah, it came up because like before that I had 12 rookies and I was worrying like 11 rookies was going to be enough. But, I had faith that I'd see him enough at still at 11, especially with the still free green memory boosts and the 4 Davis. And yeah, it was honestly the correct decision because I fairly all week and I never opened a rookie, and even I did, I had the Davis with green memory boosts again. So, and yeah, going on that same line of thinking with needing a rookie, that's also why I played the Digimon in there.
Yeah.
Because you can get that surprise body on the board and just have it then to like go lethal. Because your opponent will think, I'm not going to die. They only have the stack in the back, nothing on board, I'm safe. It comes out automatically, they're instantly in range for lethal.
Yeah, we were talking about that just in your finals match.
Yeah, we saw how effective it was in that last game there, the Digimon coming in clutch. When you saw you were matched up against Grandis in the mirror, how did that feel, seeing that matchup? What were you thinking going into that match? How do you play that mirror match, really?
My first thoughts was, wow, the ninth mirror match with them. I played 9, I think it was 8 or 9 all up in the tournament. I only versed 2 Blackwall Greymons.
Wow.
And deck.
Wow.
Yeah. My other deck was like, the other deck I versed was
Digimon in
oh, sorry, yeah, there was Digimon
Yeah.
in the top.
in top 4. Yeah.
And then in the rounds, I versed Minerva Loop, and then I got lucky first round. I got a no but yeah, the grandest mirror match honestly is it's a lot of like who comes up first, you know. Knowing the lines and knowing, okay, if I put a rookie out, or is that going to be like enough for them to like OTK me?
Yeah.
If I do have like a level 5 in the back and a rookie, you're sort of in like a awkward position where you've got to answer that rookie, otherwise they're going to like probably potentially OTK you.
Yeah.
So I guess my biggest tip in that matchup is try and not leave anything on the field for them to like obviously sorry. The promo is also huge in that matchup as well. If you leave something out there, if you check them at 1 or 2, they get for free, and if they have the kill 1x as well, that gives them enough to like potentially go for the trade, especially like whatever else is in the field.
But in the mirror match, you benefited a lot from your security bombs.
Yes.
With the Megadeths, with the Megadeths and Sneemonts, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Such a good include.
So did you see that a lot in your mirror matches from day one?
A lot of them I did. There was some where I didn't though. Like there were some games where there wasn't nothing in there, or the only thing that was in there was like a Davis or Rememories.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, my security bombs definitely came up all weekend. Even if I didn't hit them from security, just like having to make it up in hand and removing like a big threat off the field was always effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really nice. When you, at the end of that match, when you saw that you had the win on board, what was going through your head? How are you feeling now, even?
I think I'm still in shock. I can't actually believe, like, you know, I won the whole tournament. You know?
And you're going to Worlds.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so
great.
cool.
Well, playing online.
Playing online. It's still Worlds.
I know, right? It would have been amazing if we could have gone somewhere, but yeah, I can't wait to represent everyone for Australia and Oceania. I hope I can do the country justice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody is really looking forward to seeing that, seeing you go to Worlds. We're all very happy for you.
Thank you for joining us
Fantastic
here
win,
on the
fantastic
stream.
game across the day.
Yeah.
Just, I'm not sure how we're going for time, trying to get a bit of a sense. Yeah, so I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much, Levi. Congratulations
Congratulations.
again. What a fantastic win. What fantastic plays across the day.
Fantastic plays, yeah.
Thanks for coming to chat to us, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure it's going to be, I'm sure you're going to have a really good one.
Oh, I got to catch a flight today at 8 o'clock, so not
Oh,
too
wow.
much.
All right, enjoy that.
Thank you, everybody.
Good.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
And that's going to be a wrap on our coverage. So thank you for joining us. Once again, I've been Connor from the Memory Gauge podcast.
And Digiburst on YouTube.
It's been absolutely fantastic having you all here for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in. And goodbye. Wow, what a weekend.